Hello there and welcome back to Train Them Up. If you're new here, my name is Allie, and on this channel I talk about all things that I love, including God, homeschool, minimalism, baking, cooking, and so much more. So if those interest you, be sure to hit the subscribe button because I will be coming out with a lot more content very soon. So for this video, I am pumped because I am going to be talking all about a grocery budget challenge. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I went ahead and went through my indoor refrigerator and freezer, and we have a trussed freezer outside, and we have a pantry, what I like to call our working pantry here, and then we have an extended pantry, or sometimes you might hear it referred to as a prepper's pantry, in our basement. And so I went ahead and went through all of those places and determined what we have and what we need to use up. So inside, I love these little lists. I'm obsessed with list making and checking things off. And I thought these were super cute because it's Happy Valentine's Day and we've had this for a long time. I don't have any idea of where I got it or if I even got it for myself. Who knows? So inside, this is our freezer. We have a ton of things, as you can see on this list. So I love to keep a well-stocked fridge, freezers, and pantry, especially with the inflation that's going on right now. And two, we don't know if we'll always have access to food like we have in the past. I know in Canada right now they are having truckers protest with the vaccines, and that has pretty much stopped the supply chain, and I think that could happen here, and I just want to be prepared. I like to say that I would rather be a day early than a day late when it comes to prepping for food, because it's very important that I am able to provide for my family. And small we may be, we still need to eat and drink water. Always, please keep 1 gallon per person per day of your extended pantry, your prepper's pantry, because water is essential. I believe the Federal Emergency, now I'm forgetting what the acronym stands for, FEMA, recommends that you have at least 3 days worth of water ready to go, just in case. Highly recommend that because you never know what could happen. So I have so much food in here. We have a lot of veggies that need to be used up. We also have a lot of meat, which I'm thankful for because some of this meat has been in the freezer for about a year, and one, it needs to be used up, and a year ago it was much cheaper to purchase. And then in our outside freezer that we keep in the garage, we have all of these items. I'm not going to read them out to you because there's just so much, but we could easily use up a good portion of this for our meal planning. And I was hoping to do this video for you all at the very beginning of February, but we had COVID, and now we are recovering, and it's, I don't even know what day it is. It's the 8th of February already. I have no idea where time has gone. So we're in the second week of February, but we're just gonna plow on into this challenge and wrap it up in the 3 remaining weeks that are left. And originally I was going to budget $200 for the entire month. We already exceeded that because of takeout that we got from our local Thai restaurant. They have an amazing soup. It's called Tom Yum, and it is a very flavorful chicken, lemongrass, and hearty soup. And I was so wiped out with COVID that I didn't even want to make soup. Usually I'll make homemade chicken noodle soup when we're sick with a whole chicken and all the things, but I was just so tired. I'm still very fatigued, but I'm feeling much better, and I'm so thankful for that. Yeah, where was I? Mom brain and COVID brain do not go well, y'all. So anyways, oh yes, with a budget. Originally I was going to do $200 for the entire month, but since we only have 3 weeks remaining, I am going to put our goal at $150 for the fresh fruit and milk and eggs and whatever other household items that we need to get. And also, if things do go on sale, I'm watching the ads very carefully, because if there are some dry goods, pantry items, or meats, things that can be stored for a long time, if those go on sale, I am gonna grab a few of those because I want to get them at the best price possible and take advantage of that. So with that said, I'm really hoping to stick in within the $150, but we normally budget $600 a month for groceries. So we do have a good chunk of money that we can use, but I would rather use what we have to continue to rotate some things out. So we've covered the inside and the outside freezer, and in my extended pantry, I have yeast that I need to use, fast rising and active. I also have some corn muffin mixes. The price of corn has skyrocketed over the past year or 2, and I have had these Jiffy corn mixes for a year or 2, and the due date is coming up on those. So I want to use those. Excuse me. I also want to use the, there's some, I believe it's Betty Crocker cookie mixes. Love those. Those are so quick and easy. Most of the time you just need to throw in some water, mix it, and throw it in the oven. And I really like to use those with the kids because they're just so quick and easy, and the kids like to make cookies. But sometimes we don't have enough time. We don't have all the ingredients for making cookies. So we'll probably do that every week just to do something fun. And then I have some ghee that I need to start using. I have 2 containers, and when I bought them, they were on sale, and now I know I'm because the expiration date is in about a month. So I have 2 containers that are pretty large that I need to use those up on. And then I also have some evaporated milk. So I'm thinking, in addition to the cookies, we might have to make some pie. And last but not least, Pantry. Y'all, I have 4 pounds of pecans and a pound of walnuts and a bunch of dried fruit, mainly dried cranberries and raisins. I love pecans, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with them because that's just so much. And nuts, particularly walnuts, pecan, well, any nut really, can go rancid pretty quick because of the oil in them. But at least I think all of the pecans are still whole, so they last a little bit longer. When you start chopping things up, then they go bad really quick. But I'm wondering what I could do with those. Ooh, you know when you go into the mall and sometimes they have those fresh roasted nuts? Maybe I'll do that with the pecans. Yes, I think that would be really good. And it would make my house smell amazing. Yes, thankful that the nose is still working after COVID. I also have some quinoa and multigrain melodies that are the 1 minute like microwavable cups that we need to use up. I also have gluten-free pancake and baking mix. We aren't gluten-free, but we have a lot of friends and people from our church, our house group, in small groups that are gluten-free. So I like to have that on hand. So when we make meals for others, I can make them some baked goods that are gluten-free. But alas, it is going to expire soon. So I might just make up some pancakes and freeze them and then use those for breakfast. Also graham crackers. I can't believe that those are about to expire because we eat graham crackers a lot. We also have some other baking mixes like blueberry muffins and chocolate cake. Excuse me. My daughter's birthday is coming up, so I could use the chocolate cake mix for that. My husband loves blueberry muffins, so I can make those instead of, you know, buying muffins, because sometimes I do that. Like at Costco, they have those amazing 6-packs of these ginormous, like they're as big as your face, muffins. But instead of spending, I don't know, whatever they cost, $5 for those 6 muffins, I can make them from home and save that money. Also, we have a ton of flour. I love making bread from scratch. Haven't done it in the past few weeks, so I need to get on top of that. I also have some condensed milk that I need to use. I'll have to think on that one. And then I have pesto, and I always have lots of pasta. So I'm thinking we could have some yummy Italian dishes. Mandarin oranges, and those are canned. So what I like to do with the canned mandarin oranges, I like to drain them out and put them in the refrigerator in a little glass pyrex, get them nice and cold, and then use those oranges on some salads that I could use with like the pecans or walnuts and dried cranberries. Y'all, this meal plan is coming together already. I also have some olives that I need to use. Again, salads. And I also had written down apple cinnamon bread, and my daughter and I actually made that this morning because she saw it and she said, "Mommy, bread." So we made the bread, and she threw a huge tantrum because we made the bread and it wasn't ready like right then. She doesn't understand the concept of it needs to go in the oven and it needs to bake. And then once we get it out of the oven, it needs to cool. And Lord help me, my patience level was already at its max early in the morning, and we made it through. But those toddler moments, whew, they can be tricky. And I also have some potatoes that I need to use up both in the fridge and in the pantry. Some of them were starting to sprout those little eye buds on them, so I brush those off to extend their life, if you will. And I will probably be able to use the potatoes to make some fries. Maybe I'll make some scallop potatoes. I haven't made those in a long time. Ooh, I have ham in the refrigerator. Okay, I'm gonna write that one down. Ham and cheesy scallop potatoes. I'm trying to be more healthy with my meal plans. I am trying to lose some weight, and just not to just lose weight, but I want to be healthier because I want to be around for a long time for my daughter. For those of you who don't know, I lost my mom to cancer 6 years ago now, and she died when she was 55, and she unfortunately wasn't here to witness Madeline being born or experience any of that. And I really would love to be around when my daughter has kids. So I'm going to take care of myself and take care of my family and use our resources wisely, our money, our time, and our food. I don't like to waste food. Unfortunately, there are always a few things that end up going bad, but I really try to rotate the things in our pantries and in our fridge on a regular basis, so we are using everything that God has blessed us with well. So a few meals that I would love to make with these, and I have no particular order in what we're going to do for this week, since it's already Tuesday, but I would love to make some chicken wild rice casserole. It's super quick and easy. Literally all you use are, you can use 1 or 2 boxes of wild rice box mix. I like to get them from Aldi because they're super cheap. I also really like Uncle Ben's wild rice mixes, but we're just trying to pinch the pennies where we can. So, and I already have a lot of wild rice on hand from Aldi, so we'll use those up. And then you cook those as normal, and then you add just a can of Alfredo to that, and you can freshly cook some chicken and cut up the chicken breast, or you can use canned chicken, dump that in, mix it all together, and then put it in a 13 by 9, and you just cover it with some mozzarella cheese, or you can even do some saltine crackers on top just to give it like a nice layer on top. And then you bake that for about 30 minutes until everything's warmed and heated and it's nice and bubbly and gooey and delicious. And it's ready. It's just one of those comfort meals that I really, really like. And as a Hoosier from Indiana, I love comfort food, but the chicken wild rice casserole was completely new to me when I moved here to Minnesota, and my dear friend Ashley introduced this super simple recipe to me. So thank you, Ashley. I will be sure to include that recipe and more down below so you all can dive into these really quick, fun, easy, and inexpensive meals as well. Also, beef stew. I love beef stew. And today it's gonna be like 40 in Minnesota, which is crazy because it's February and usually it's like -20. That might be an exaggeration, but usually it's a very, very cold. So we'll be making some beef stew for sure, and lasagna. My husband loves lasagna. And then I have this amazing recipe from my friend Katie, who she got it from someone else, but it's a taco casserole with cauliflower. So gluten-free, friends, this is where it's at. I'll include that one down below. Also, homemade chicken pot pie. Yum. I have so many veggies in, in the freezer, and I have a lot of chicken as well. That would be just so easy to make in the crock pot all day. And something that I tried not too long ago was making it in the crock pot, but then not transferring it into a pie pan, but just baking some biscuits to go along with it. And that was divine. So good. Quick, easy, simple, cheap. Loved it. And I also mentioned salads. Oh my goodness, that scared the bejeebus out of me. It is apparently time to go walk the dog. So I also want to make the ham and cheesy scalloped potatoes. And I would also love to make some Southwestern shrimp with some black beans and do another Tex-Mex dish with that. So that is what we have currently in our pantry and our fridge and everything that we have to work with, plus our budget and some meal ideas. So I will let you all know what we end up cooking this week and how much I spend. I'll see you all soon. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and please hit that subscribe button because I will be posting one of these videos each week for the rest of the month. See you soon. Bye-bye, friends.